Now we're going to talk about marketing today, and marketing includes casting. Does that sound a little weird to you, that casting would be part of marketing? Well, it's all tied in together. Headshots, resumes, going in for the interview, and so on and so forth. But I digress. Let's go back to the marketing aspect. Good headshot, that means a natural headshot, right? And resume. What kind of resume do you think you should have? Uncluttered resume. Now, I got a sample resume here. I'm going to cover up the name, don't want to embarrass anyone. But this thing is so cluttered with so much information. We got here commercials, then we got here movies, and we got TV and theater, and then we got voiceover, and then aerial. What is aerial? What was that, combat? It was in the war? I don't know. Then we got go-go dancing, pipe fitting, sonic voyeurism. Now, I'm joking about the last two. It's humor. But that's way too much information. The smartest thing I think you can do to help yourself when you're submitting for any kind of a part or an agent or anything else is just keep it simple. A good theatrical resume should always include film first, put your films in, and not the name of the character when it comes to film. Shouldn't have the name of the character, should have the part, right? Supporting, featured. Don't put extra down. Don't put extra down. And then, of course, starring or co-starring, whatever the case may happen to be for you. And then under television, that's the next section. So you have film, then you have television by itself. And again, you list the size of the part rather than the name of the character, because they don't know the character. So if you put that you were, let's say on General Hospital, you played the part of Brian, who's that? But if you put it was a principal role or a day player or whatever, a casting director or an agent understands what that is, and it has a feel for the kind of work that you've been doing. Now, what it should really look like is, first of all, this headshot is way too large. This will cost you a fortune to send through the mail, so nothing like this. You have film, then you have television, and then you have theater. Now in theater, that's the place where you list the name of the character, because a lot of the plays, casting people, agents know these plays. A lot of them have been around for a long time. If you do Grease and you put Sandy, and most people know, not only because it was a film, but also because a very successful play for a number of years, they know Sandy was a lead and how large that part was, or Konecki, or whoever you want to list on there. So you have, again, film, television, theater, and then you have your training and your skills. Now in training, that's another place where actors really have a problem, because they list so much training on there. They'll put like the University of Possum Breath. And they'll have every teacher that taught at the University of Possum Breath. Nobody knows who those teachers are. Even if it was a big university, to list all those teachers, they're professors and so on, but they're not industry people, so to speak. They're professors and teachers at a university. So all you have to do is put the University of Possum Breath, Bachelor of Fine Arts, BFA. That's it. And then put your professional workshop down, whatever it may be, the Actors Workshop / Los Angeles or Laguna or whatever. Keep your resume simple, keep it clutter-free, so that anyone looking at it can read it, scan it, do it very quickly, and either put you in a pile that says call this person in or pass you along and just pass on you. Okay, now commercial resume is basically the same thing. You can put film, television, then commercials. Please do not put conflicts upon request unless your name is George Clooney and you're going to be in a film where you have to hold up a bottle of Evian. Then I have a conflict because I'm doing some other bottled water commercial that's running nationally. Well, that's a conflict. But normally you really wouldn't have a conflict, because the chances of you holding up a product or using a product in a movie as a co-star or supporting role is, I have a better chance of being the next Pope than that, okay? Which has always been my fantasy. So keep it simple, keep it real, keep it easy to read, and use your head about this stuff. Think about who's watching it, who's looking at it. Think about who's looking at it. And then I think you'll do just fine. No negative self-talk. Be positive. Don't get burned out. You go to a workshop, you're studying someplace, that is your job. Until you get on the set, your job as an actor is in your workshop or your acting school or wherever you happen to be. Make that your job. Don't miss. Be consistent. Have tenacity. Be the biggest cheerleader for yourself that you can possibly be, and you'll do just fine. Till next time on the Coaching Corner for the Southern Section, guys, R.J. Adams will look for you then.